Hi, in this video I will show you how to repair the most common problems with the coffee grinder for Saeco, horizontal coffee grinder. First we have to remove this rubber lid. There is 4 screws. And this cable have to be removed also here. And now we can extract the grinder. So you have spring here, and now we have to remove cables for the sensor right here and something else. Okay. Before removing these cables, you have to be sure here is white is plus and the black is minus. It has to be exact like it's here. So you push here, you can see. So the white is plus and the black is minus. Okay. Now we remove from the machine the grinder. Clean the coffee here. Okay. So the most common problem with this grinder is conveyor assy. This plastic piece here very often is broken like this. You can see here. This is big problem. And when this is broke, some of the coffee start to accumulate here, and from here goes inside the motor, and the motor it's damaged, it's not working, and you have to replace it. And also this, and the new models you can see here is reinforced. This is the old and this is the new. You can see here it's reinforced. So when you buy new, you look to be like this. Okay. If you want to replace it, first you have to remove this plastic here. You have to push this down and turn. Okay. Now you remove this and you can you have to clean a little bit this coffee here. Okay. Now it's easy. Okay. This is the old one. Clean. And here is the new. You can see. Okay. You have to push this back, and you can see here little paint has to be here, and you turn somewhere here. See? And you have to install back. But I also want to show you other problems with the grinder. So if you want to remove the electric motor, you have 4 screws here. Okay, so now the motor is out. If you want to replace only the motor, you remove these 4 screws and you have to and this. So this is for the motor. Sometimes this plastic wheel is damaged. If you want to replace it with the new one, you need wrench 10 for here, and you need to unscrew this. Okay. Now you have to push here. If you need to replace only this. But sometimes when something else goes between the knives here and they stop, you can break this. You can see this is here and it's break if it goes something stick or something else inside the grinder. And you can hear the motor working, but this part here is not turning. If it's not turning, the problem is this wheel is broken or this here is broken. If you have to replace this part here, you need to remove again this. Okay, and now you have to push this. Okay, you can see you have to clean this, but this is okay. And now we need to clean the coffee from here before removing. Okay. And you have to clean this here. And now very carefully you have to when the grinder support is clean here, you can push and remove the knife here, and of course you can put it on the new one. So this is for how to replace this support. Okay, now I will assemble the coffee grinder. Okay, in this inside. Okay. And now now, if you don't have much lubricant here, you have to lubricate this wheel, because if it's not enough, it will damage this wheel. Okay, so this plastic cap here. And I will show you only how to remove this knife here. Okay, you need flat screw, small. You have to remove this coffee. You can see here. Okay. And now you have to see how is you moving. Okay, if you have to replace, of course before you have to clean here before installing the new one. It's important here. You can see. Okay, And now don't forget for this mark here, push, okay, and turn, okay, this mark here. So we have to install the grinder back inside the machine. So you have to remember exactly white cable was plus and the black cable was minus here. And don't forget this cable for the sensor. Okay, so you have to check for this rubber seal to be in this place inside. The spring has to be here, you can see. Okay, and now we have to okay, see this rubber here, it's okay. Be careful with the cables. Okay. And we have 4 screws. The white is here and 3 blacks are here. Okay. Okay. And you have one here, I will put it back later. So the cables has to be here. And now if you replace your motor for the grinder, you have to know for 120 volts this plastic is red. If your is 230 volts, it's black. It's absolutely the same, the two motors, but one is for North America and this is for Europe. So you have to know which one you need. So if your motor is burned in, you replace it and your machine don't start, you have maybe you have problem with let me show you here one of elements from the electronics. You have to replace this. This also burn when the motor is not working, and you can try to replace this element with new one, and most of the time will be okay after you replace it. So the motors also work with direct current, not alternated, so you can test it outside the machine. You have to be the motor has to be on the machine and then you have to test it. So this is for this is let me tell you, Odea, Talea and other models, new models for Saeco and Odea is universal, this motor, so you can use on multiple machines. Okay.